Just to make sure everything is stable. Stream should be live. Hey, we got 10 subs. Okay. Okay. Is it really that bad? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell. We really should have done at least one while you were here. We really should have done at least. Yeah. Because you were having fun with, Drunk Skyrim. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to get the stream announcements. That one's up and ready. Okay. Absolutely. That makes it more fun. I'm trying to do. Here we go. I just. Hi, Danny. Oh, okay. Editor. Awesome. Okay, so I got this all set up, and I got my phone as a remote control for the stream. We're all good. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So, should we start with Twitter or YouTube? Because I would do Facebook, but I can't hide people's actual names. There is less of a chance of outing somebody with Twitter. Oh, geez. Yeah, I've been messing with a few of them, so I understand. Actually, you know what? Let's mess around on Twitter for a little bit first. Kind of show up some of the bullshit that we've been poking lately. Okay, so currently at the moment we got, looks like we're following 35 people and we got 6 followers. Wait, yeah, like this person I poked. Don't know if they poked back yet. Real offer I'll make. We can go to stream with rules of politeness and cordiality or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that word. And discuss how atheists and theists ought to interact. I have, yeah. Don't go on stream with red pills. I have zero respect for them. Their immediate reply: then you are an atheist terrorist, and I will not negotiate with you. Okay, so I did look at that channel earlier today. If I go to YouTube, Red Pit. Oh God, no. No. What was the name of? Fuck. I forget the name of what the. Side note: fuck that person. Oh, jeez. Just because I want to give you guys nightmare fuel. Oh, what the hell is up with Twitter today? Yeah. No, why, what? Oh God, why? Okay, yeah, no, let's go back to home. Okay. So oh, the video that Shu shared. Oh my God. Sorry.
How you do this?
Oh God.
So fabulous. I love it. It's such a good video.
Okay, but I'm trying to find the person because it's red pill something. You know what? I'm gonna.
You said you had the Twitter ready.
I had it up.
So unprofessional. I got channels ready.
Okay.
I love you.
But
I'm sorry.
shut up.
I'm only teasing. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so yeah, this person stirred the pot today. Oh jeez.
That is hard for me to read.
So here, couple more pics from our recent visit to St. Mary's Church in Providence. In FSSP. Not sure what that stands for. Just for kicks. Search Google.
I like how you can't even see the rest of the sign below because of how you have it. It's just pedophile. So like that's all it needs to say, really.
Yeah. That's not a sign I can really agree with. That's more accurate like that. But this person, like, they blew up with this one. A reminder that Catholics should not support or attend LGBTQ Pride Month events held in June. They promote a culture and encourage activities that are contrary to Catholic faith and morals. They are especially harmful for children. So, the what I noticed with this person was
A severe dramatic irony?
no, it's like what I noticed with this person is like right in here. This with the recent stuff last year that happened and was uncovered with the Pennsylvania diocese with the decades of child abuse. He was in a position where he knew that it was happening but did nothing to help the kids. So it's like, fuck that. And props to this person who apparently found every gif of somebody jacking off that they could.
All
But okay, so what YouTube channel should we go to?
Alright, which extreme do you people want? This is Christian cringe, still.
So should we start with that one?
Well, I was saying transformed life would make most sense. However, we could, if you all want, go to the other extreme.
So
And be told that
do we want to be subservient to men today, or do we want to say fuck men today?
Wait,
I feel that's the kind of two extremes here.
sorry, I was just trying to prevent myself from making a joke after that last statement. I'm failing a little bit on the inside.
It's Pride Month. Pay Pride Month.
Whichever one is gayer. Ooh.
Obviously the turf.
That's unfortunate, though. I mean, F guys sounds pretty gay.
Okay, so let's be a little more clear. So, do we want to go with a person who is we must serve our men in whatever capacity we can, or fuck the patriarchy?
There you go. Do we say that shaving is self-harm? Or that you must do whatever it takes to shave or take it from behind for your man?
A little concerned with that.
Inadvertently serve, not inadvertently, but indirectly serve Jesus. Jesus wants you to serve your husband, ergo Jesus wants you to take it from behind. I feel fuck the patriarchy leads to lesbians, so it's gayer. Okay, so yeah, probably.
Okay, so let's start with that one then. What's the name I'm looking for?
Oh, I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's Leah space Tverly.
Leah Teverly.
Sure.
Oh, wait, what the? I guarantee she got a lot of publicity because of Shoe.
It was a lot harder to find her channel than I thought. I mean, it really seemed to been, but I'm not even sure which one you're laughing at.
No.
Is it all of them?
No, it's not even that. Okay, so I have a plugin installed under the recommendation of Hobby Nerd, which kind of like looks through the tags of videos, if people use it properly, it helps. It can help like give you a little bit of an edge. But look over here. Most used tags.
I can't read it, so
The 15% of these tags are turf, Leah Teverly turf, and Rad Femme.
oh, okay. So yeah. Oh yeah, this person is definitely a hardcore turf.
Which for people who don't know, TERF is an acronym for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist.
I think the title is supposed to be sarcastic.
Yes, very much.
All right, so go
Oh,
on, Mike. You're the one in charge of
should
the
we
browser.
this one, should we start with one that we might agree with part of the message?
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna be straight. I'm really freaking sick of the Georgia Alabama shit right now.
Okay,
I'm so tired of hearing about it. I mean, it's terrible. It's awful. I do think it's something worth talking about, but it's been all that's been talked about lately, and I'm done.
fair enough.
I definitely don't want to hear this piece of shit talk about it. And I do genuinely think she's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
trans
throw that out there
activism is
right now.
misogyny for dummies. Oh my, what the. What the. Okay. Men who like hops. Wait, what? Did I miss something?
Just Rook in the comments saying, "Oh God, oh the slave art."
Oh, jeez. Veganism, a sanctioned eating disorder.
You would think she'd be the target demographic for veganism.
Peak trans story, part 2, excommunication.
Men who like hops. That's just funny.
Uh,
For those of you who aren't in the know, I'm gonna tell you right now. According to this woman, HOP stands for Handmaiden of the Patriarchy.
uh,
Although if there's, it should just be Handmaiden of Patriarchy in that case, because if there's a B, then it'd be Hotips,
yeah.
which is admittedly more fun to say. Hotips. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm
so
easily amused.
you want to start with the men who like hops?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Hi, I just wanted to make a quick video about more on hops.
Whew, the lag is bad. All right, there we go.
I can't stand her voice.
I know it's terrible, isn't it? It's like a valley girl that's been on way too much Xanax.
Like I'm not. I'm legit. Like I want to make fun of the view, but oh my god, it's
Rod, you haven't even made it 9 seconds, Mike.
why. Why are we doing this to ourselves?
Come on, you gotta build up strength. Let's go.
God damn it.
Oh, you see my cat?
Okay.
She's up in her tower, as I call it. I don't even know if I'm gonna fucking get anywhere or post this, but let's talk about hops for a minute.
What's with her
So
very
I've
confused.
noticed that a lot of really attractive men are really into hops. They're really interested in hops. They want the hoppiest of the hops.
Uh. st- Uh. Maybe because it's less toxic of a relationship?
I
Good.
think that's it's too generic though to even say that. Because her definition of a hop is literally just any girl that wants to wear makeup, shave, and wear or wear heels.
Pretty much.
So basically anyone that isn't a crazy ass turf.
Oh, God.
I mean, that
So,
doesn't even exclude other kinds of crazy. It's just like literally anyone that's not in this teeny tiny little like niche culture of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
and yeah, pretty much, Danny. It's
Yep.
just... Why?
Although I do wonder, we were talking about this earlier, how this person would react in your specific situation. Because I get the feeling that she would refuse to consider you a hop because she's a effing turf. And I feel like that she would have similar feelings on this standpoint.
Okay. How does she feel about drag queens? Probably hatred, just like men.
She's got a lot of hatred just in general, so
Yeah.
They want the gals who are
hates hops, hates vegans, hates men.
Hates apparently razors, except for her head.
Yeah. Maybe she didn't use a razor. Maybe she used some Nair.
But her profile photo for her channel is her bald.
No, that's what I'm saying. Do you know what Nair is?
Oh yeah, yeah. Never mind. Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe she didn't use a razor. Maybe she used Nair. Just put all that shit up there.
God damn it.
uh,
I don't know. She take her eyebrows out too.
I don't know, man. If she did, that would be interesting. I'm sorry if y'all can hear the echo from the stream now, by the way, because I had to jack the volume up to be able to hear her.
Okay, so I'll try to suffer through more of this video.
fake tan. They want the gals wearing earrings
No.
in both ears.
They
want the gals with
I think you
straightened
need to turn
hair,
up the
styled
volume a bit on
hair,
your
full
end, Storm.
makeup
You have the
every
volume in the
day,
middle.
tight clothing, tight dresses, heels. They want it all.
Okay. Fake tan. Some people can pull it off, but most of the time, no. Natural's better.
It depends. Oh, it's fine as long as you don't overdo it.
Yes.
Because a lot of people put on fake tan and you can't even tell.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't make that radical of a difference. You have the most, what people think of when they think of fake tan are the people who overdo it.
Yep.
That
But
start looking like Oompa Loompas.
tight clothes, if you're comfortable in tight clothes, fuck, more power to you. What'd she
I
say?
personally like to wear my tight pants when I wear my big boots. Because then they go in the big boots. And then you can see them better.
And what else did she say? Styled hair. Again, it goes with the comfort thing.
I'm just saying, forgive the rest of us for wanting to groom in any capacity. I think like minimal effort, make sure you're clean and do something with your hair. Like it doesn't have to be fancy, but like
Uh,
something besides whatever the fuck this is that looks like you just went after your hair with a pair of kid scissors. And it has some dried something in it somewhere if you looked hard enough.
but but it's like realistically, I think you're the first person I've dated that wears a fair bit of makeup, and you thoroughly enjoy using it, which is awesome.
Thank you. Because it's fucking fun. I like pretty colors, god damn it. And I like to put those pretty colors on my fucking face.
Exactly.
I have ever since I was a child doing it with Crayola markers. I just evolved. I'm pretty sure Mom has a picture of that somewhere.
I want to
She
see
has
that.
to. Did I say she has a picture of it? I mean, she had a picture of it. Magically disappeared. Poof.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should bring that up when I go down there next.
No. Danny, Sarah, do my makeup. Sure, man. You got it. Bring it here. We'll do this.
God damn it.
Can I see Danny and Sarah talking about makeup in the future? Yes. Can we have... I want to have, like, just a random stream of Danny and I, like, going through different beauty gurus and shit and just rating the makeup.
Oh god damn it. I mean,
Do some commentary. Go through, like, beauty gurus, drag queens, just anybody we can find. Some nice makeup pictures.
Rachel Oates does really good makeup.
She does really good makeup, but we gotta mix in the good with the bad. Basically, what I'm saying is, I want to roast.
Oh, you want to roast? I think I can find a video after this.
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit play, but while this is going, I'm also gonna be trying to look up another video.
Okay, but please turn up the volume on the video on your end because I have the volume jacked all the way up and I still have a hard time hearing.
Sorry.
Her.
Okay.
No, it's all right.
Here we go.
Okay, and I've been kind of thinking about this, and I wasn't really sure, like, where to go with it, but obviously if a man is interested in hops, then he's interested in subordinate women, because hops are subordinate women, and they love being subordinate to men, otherwise they wouldn't fucking be hops. So, that's interesting to think about because... what's desirable, right, in the eyes of society is obedience to men. Is obedience to men, is obedience...
What's desirable is obedience to men. Really?
I mean, for some people, obedience is considered very desirable. That's a special niche, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people are super into that. Some people like to be dominant, and they prefer dominant types, and some prefer their submissive types, Whatever does for you.
To each their own.
To each their own.
Except there's a special place in hell for people that only post vertical videos.
They're right next to the people that they're texting throughout a movie.
Yeah.
In the movie theater.
Oh, hello.
There are no neutral atheists. Everyone has a commitment to something being absolute, capital A, and in parentheses, and ultimate, also capitalized, and that absolute will either be personal, why are you capitalizing absolute and ultimate and personal and non-personal?
Okay. Hello and welcome, Stream Fred, but I will absolutely have to disagree. In my personal opinion, the default ground for one to take for atheism is agnostic atheist. Because nobody is born a Christian. Nobody's born a Muslim or Buddhist or Hindu or anything.
What I wrote above is irrefutable. Cool. That's neat, bro.
As I'm refuting it.
I'm sure you're just the best at debates. But I hate to break it to you, the chaotic neutral thing is just a play on Dungeons and Dragons terms. So it ain't that deep, fam. Also, You're kind of off topic here. We're talking about turfs right now.
But
So
no, it's
you're kind of off base here. If you're wanting to go do a non-debate where you just say I'm right, nee, without any actual argument, I suggest just going to Twitter. That's really more your field.
yes.
If you
But
just want to yammer out your ass.
everyone has a commit
Go
with
do that.
something being absolute and ultimate. The fact that you capitalize those also shows that you are implying something.
Or that you just don't know how to fucking type. So anyway, I'd like to get back to the actual topic at hand here, instead of getting sidetracked by someone who's, I guess, bored.
It's like between videos, we can take some questions, but yeah.
Also, Josh, hello. How you doing, my man? I missed you. And I quite like your comment.
Only Sith and religious extremist. They're pretty interchangeable. But here we go.
They're way cooler. Anyway.
Obedience to men's desires is obedience to, what men say that they want. But on the contrary, I'm kind of convinced that most men are pedophiles.
Seriously? Why'd I pick this video?
I'm wondering who hurt her. I feel kind of bad. Because this sounds almost maybe, and I'm jumping to conclusions here. I'm probably totally off base, but I feel like she's been hurt in some way. This seems very reactionary. To be real, whenever I was in school and I was bullied frequently, it was majority-wise by guys. I was bullied by some girls too, but it was all of the guys in my class and some of the girls. So my instinctual reaction was all men suck. And that was just how I reacted to things for a while until I realized that there are nice individuals out in the world that are men.
Cough.
Yes. And then I started dating them. And everything was fine. But the way she, I feel like I don't know how you can have this opinion of people, just in general, just this whole large group of people, and not have it be something personal that happened to you, to where you would make these generalizations. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not phrasing it very well.
Having that many people be that extreme.
Right. Because going back to the thing with the hops, is like anyone that wears makeup, anyone that shaves, or any woman that wears makeup or shaves or wears heels or does their hair or gets a tan, all of those people and all the guys that like those girls, that is a huge freaking chunk of people that they're all just awful and stupid and idiots and sexist and yada 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 yada. I feel like someone to make those kind of judgments on that many people, you either have to be cooped up away from the world where you never ever hear another opinion ever, or you had to have had some sort of negative experience.
Yeah. And it's that kind of mentality that is absolutely necessary to keeping yourself out of echo chambers, or else you're going to cultivate that mentality. And also, not ignoring. Hi, Josh. The fuck is a hop?
Oh wow, you saw that sooner than I did. Okay, Josh. So according to this individual you see on the screen here, a hop is a handmaiden of the patriarchy. And you qualify to be in the group known as handmaidens of the patriarchy if you are a woman who shaves, wears makeup, heels.
Does your
I mean, wears
hair.
heels, does your hair. If you ever get like did she only specify fake tans, or what if you
I
actually go out in an effort to tan in the sun?
that's actually a good question. You know, honestly, should probably consider that fake too, because you're going outwardly, purposefully to do it.
I mean, because back when I was actually seeing sunlight, which who knows, maybe I'll see some tomorrow, probably not. But um, I I was out in the sun a ton from teaching swim lessons and lifeguarding, but even then, I still had times where I'm like, I'll just go lay out just to tan for a bit, and then I'll get in the pool to cool off and swim around. But I actively tried to tan
Yeah.
and succeeded. I was much darker than I am now. All that is gone. Now I'm pasty as hell, but it's fine. It's fine.
I was gonna say I had my first sunburn last year, and that was hilarious. Like my entire back and shoulders were like beet red, and it's like I felt no pain from it.
Oh, Rook, I think you're right. I think that sounds exactly like something she could say. That is that is a very good
That is a good point, and
guess.
yes, Josh, it is that cringe.
Oh, it's
So I feel that we need to flip to the other side of the extreme after this video.
oh yeah.
Because I'll
Yeah.
definitely have more to say, because this one is just straight cringe. There's not much to really refute.
Right. I mean, what else is there to say? Like, it's pretty obvious. Oh yes, she hasn't even used the term rape shoes yet, has she?
No, she hasn't. Oh, wonderful. Slave paint.
Mm-hmm. Clearly spoken by someone who has no idea what slavery or rape is like.
Yeah.
Never actually had a problem in her life.
Except the one she manufactured herself.
Correct.
High heels.
Poor Josh. Josh just stumbled into this like, what sick hell is this?
You know what? Your wife might like this video.
Or just stare at it back and like the rest was like, what the fuck?
But okay, so let's see if we got 2 minutes left of this video.
I'm serious, IdGaff, come at me. Because if they weren't so opposed, they're so opposed to body hair. They're so opposed to body hair on women, and body hair on women is a clear indicator of womanhood.
As I am not qualified, would you like to, Sarah?
Oh my god. I I can't remember. I actually did talk to someone who kind of had this mindset. It's been a while though, but it was his mindset like wouldn't want to be with a girl that shaved everything because of this mindset.
And
Which me personally, I'm gonna be straight up. I just do it because it's more comfortable. Like, okay, I initially had to start shaving more whenever I was, I had been on swim team, and when more hair started to grow, I didn't want it to be seen. I didn't like it, and I was wearing a swimsuit, so I shaved it. And after that, it was just I don't like how I feel with the extra hair. Don't need it. Don't want it.
And honestly, shaving with swimming is strategic.
Yes, it is. My brother has actually shaved his legs before for swimming.
Exactly.
He's very like into it. He even wants to get one of the tech suits, which me being big sister, I like to tease him and say, "I need the shoes to make me run faster."
God damn it. That's it, everyone. Sarah's a hop.
I'm a effing hop. I hop. Bring me some pancakes, cause I hop.
Ugh. Not the IHOP in my town. Ugh.
I've only had like IHOP a couple times. I think the last time I had it was in Colorado. I remember it being pretty good.
Mobby and I had a joke with the IHOP in my town that for somebody to get Employee of the Month is probably the only employee. Whoever got that award was the employee that didn't have any complaints that month. And last I heard,
Solo, it's damn subterranean.
and the last I heard, they removed the Employee of the Month section.
I'm sorry. Let me turn this back down while we're talking.
No, it's fine.
I'm sure I'm creeping the next. It's just when she talks, she kind of talks like this.
Yeah.
And it's very muffled.
I
It has that Valley Girl uptick at the end, like that.
part of like when I hit play again, part of me wants to try placing where her accent's from.
Tumblr.
Tumblr's not an accent. Tumblr's a lifestyle.
If Tumblr has an accent, this is it, bitch.
Fair point. Fair play.
Híjole. Alright. I want to know what's on the necklace, because I can't tell. Hold on. I half expect it to be some, like, tampon jewelry or something.
Oh, Jesus. Why?
That's legit a thing, by the way. In case
What?
anyone needed to add a little extra cringe.
Yeah,
Tampon
no.
jewelry. I'll be sure to share it. Let me go find it for you.
Share it. This bitch probably paints with her period blood.
Ew! That is nasty.
Am I
I
wrong?
don't care how people try to justify that. It's fucking gross. Ooh, on Etsy, you can get bloody tampon brooches. I'm gonna move on from that. I don't want to keep looking.
You can't see my face, but I'm sure you can picture it.
I'm sorry, Josh.
Okay, I'm... Fuck all of this entire conversation. I'm sorry, Josh.
I'm sorry, but the words "my innocence" coming from you, that might be taken a little far. Let's not.
Josh, that means, are you finally feeling the innocence slipping away that went away probably 10 years ago? Is a delayed reaction that big?
I love you, Josh. Valid. Oh my god. But yes, we will stop this.
Okay, part of me wants to just stop this video because what the hell is this?
Yeah, I mean, what else do we add to this? What else is she gonna say? I think we got the point.
Okay, you know what? Because of how she's talking, and just to make it go faster, I'm gonna double speed.
Double speed, let's go, it's turbo.
So when they're like,
Hey,
ew,
man.
get that hairy bitch away from me, and I've had men say things like that about me, not to my
What
face, but
about
about me when I'm around them, because she's
you?
hairy. But
I have a problem.
Oh God.
you know, like that shows that clearly they're not interested in women, right? They're interested in girls. They're interested in children. They're interested in women pretending that they are children. They're interested in women striving to appear more like children. How is that not pedophilic? I mean, really? Like, you don't want a real bush on a woman. You want some naked ass disgusting shit like she's like, so it looks like she's like 5.
What is terrible is the fact that I can perfectly understand her sped up. And it like
telling you,
highlights the White Valley girl bitch.
You're counteracting the Xanax.
What'd you miss? Not much.
You missed us scarring Josh, and by us I mean me. It was me.
It was both of us, but you were definitely the clutch.
I took it to a dark place.
A little bit. Where'd you take it, Etsy?
I took it to some Tumblr chicks Etsy.
Oh God.
If it's not clear to anyone
Also,
here, I was once on Tumblr and I hate it.
Also, I see we got another person. Hello and welcome to the stream. Feel free to comment. Join the cringe.
Yes, please. Let me scar you all.
Okay. So let's see if we can. We got like 30 seconds left at double speed.
Let's go.
Fucking calling men pedophiles.
It's okay. We'll make it through it, and then we can finish off our criticism.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna say, oh yeah, I just don't like pubic hair, and then call yourself a grown man and act like you're not a pedophile? You're a pedophile, dude. That like the whole hair removal notion comes from pedophilia, and there's nothing you can do or say to change that. Okay, sorry, pedophiles. I'm not sorry though. And you know, the fact that women go along with these practices shows you that they are subordinate to men, and they enjoy being subordinate to men, and they want to continue being subordinate to men. Otherwise, they wouldn't do this dumb shit and be hops. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say about hops, hoppitude. That's about it.
Why does she keep rubbing her nose like that? There ain't no way she's on cocaine.
No, she's not on cocaine. Bitch be on catnip. I'm not doing another video on her. Oh my God, why?
It's alright. I think once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Okay, so what was the other one?
The transformed wife. But Danny, if she was snorting something, you would expect energy, not that.
Also,
That's the behavior I expect from someone that's been slurping cough syrup.
Yeah, now Zumi, this is definitely cringe. Because of what we were talking about before with the religion having a big old hold in the United States. Yeah. That is one extreme, so what's the other extreme? Your work is at home, women, from 2 weeks ago?
Whammy. I mean, yeah, sure.
Or women are not called to be preachers. Do I make money from blogging books? Life isn't fair. Don't allow Satan to tempt your husband. Oh no.
Don't allow Satan to tempt your husband? I'm very curious as to how...
Are you a slave to food?
Depends on the food.
I remember...
I'm sorry.
So we're going from anti-hops to pro-hops. Yeah, it's the two sides of the extreme coin. If we're rolling a d20, the last bitch was a 1, this bitch is a 20. It's like the farthest extremes away from each other.
Except a 20 would imply good.
No, I'm... There's no good like... here. 10 is good.
It's like, instead of going forward after the 1, we went backward, so it's 1 to -1.
But okay.
Don't take your fertility for granted. Should wives have sex with their husbands when they don't feel like
I
it?
remember that video, I think.
Yeah, those two were both covered by Mr. Atheist at some point, I believe. I'm really curious about don't allow something to tempt your husband. If we don't do that one now, I'm probably gonna have to look at it later just to satiate my curiosity.
Hi.
Okay, so this one's 7 minutes long. Wait,
Okay.
she disabled the likes and dislikes?
Of course she did.
Wow, okay. Like, this is
How
the stuff
dare
that...
thou dislike Jesus? I need to stop clapping. I'm way too hyped.
Just... Oh, God, why? Oh. She looks like my grandmother.
She looks like someone who was probably a hippie chick back in the day.
Yeah.
And somewhere along the way got converted. You know what I mean?
Like a Beatles fangirl.
Yeah. Like someone who is like hardcore flower child. And then like had kids and then converted to Christianity hard. And I just did it again. I'm sorry. I have an issue. I talk with my hands even when there's no one to see it. Oof.
But, okay, so let's see what Satan tempting husband is like.
Okay.
Satan would love to destroy your marriage because strong nations are built upon strong marriages and strong families. And he's doing a great job of destroying even Christian marriages.
The divorce rate in the United States for a long time was approximately 50%, to where somebody could flip a coin and have an equal chance of having a lasting marriage or a divorce. The divorce rate is heavily skewed because if somebody did get a divorce, they were more likely to get another divorce, and it skewed the number. The divorce rate is currently going down because all the people getting divorces are too old, aka your generation, cunt.
Easy there, easy. You haven't even gotten to good shit yet. This is just what I expect. But I want to know how Satan is going to tempt my husband. I need to know this for future reference.
That's one hell of an opening. Yeah.
Through adultery, especially, it seems like, or
But I don't believe
dissatisfaction.
Jesus wasn't married.
So what I want to do is I just want to go through a way to help you to not allow Satan to destroy your marriage, and how I don't have a perfect setup here. And how one way that we can try to prevent Satan from destroying our marriage, because in this passage we are told that Satan will use this to destroy our marriage. And it's in 1 Corinthians 7. And it starts off that it is not good for man to touch a woman, yet nevertheless to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. So God...
I should have known. Oh, I should have known. Oh my goodness. Don't let your husband be tempted by other women. Make sure you give him all the vajayjay that his wee little dick desires. Híjole.
Like, if you break this down to its base component, it's not a bad message. Actually, just being together is like her last point. Deserves a husband, deserves a wife. Yes, that is a unit, that is together, base property. That's not a bad message, but she's gonna fuck it up, isn't she?
Boy, I didn't even see a base message there. I knew once she said that, I know where she's jumping.
Yes, she's absolutely going to jump there. Like
Especially
this
if
is me completely omitting the fact that she said adultery.
Oh no! See, I'm not. I've fully left my Christian ways. I'm gonna leave out those little words there to make it sound better.
And Song of Solomon. We're.
And act it out. Awesome.
I mean, you'd be acting out the Bible, so wouldn't that be considered good, proper Christians?
I don't want to think about that. Let's move on.
Despite it sounding like a fucking porn.
A really bad one.
Okay.
I mean, like, even worse than the Pokemon porn movie. That's a thing, by the way. Don't look it up. But you will. But you don't do it.
But you already know what... I am concerned.
I watched Brad Jones, his video. Shit, what's his channel name? Holy crap, where'd it go? Cinema Snob. Cinema Snob's review of it. Freaking hilarious. And I'm Scar Josh again. I'm on a roll tonight.
What?
It was a censored one. It was a censored review. As they all are. Cortana, get the fuck out of here. Ain't no one talking to you. Shush.
Oh my fucking hell. Okay, so... So, now Zumi, this is my girlfriend.
Hi, everyone. I didn't watch it for science. That would be ridiculous. I watched it because I saw the thumbnail of a woman in a terrible, terrible face paint of Pikachu and wanted to laugh my ass off. And I did it. I can't breathe. Alright. Thank you, Danny. Oh,
Okay, so let's go. Oh, shit.
God ordained marriage, and one of the reasons he ordained it is because it's better to marry than to burn. And most people burn, and so most people should be getting married. We could see it with our highly sexualized culture that most people are burning. And
What? Get married or burn? Are you implying if somebody doesn't get married, they go to hell?
well, we don't know yet, do we? By the way, that Rook, thank you for backing me up here. Same for you, Danny. But anyway, I don't think we should let her get a little farther before we
Yeah.
kink shaming is her kink. I mean, you're not wrong. Wait, what?
Biblical characters, I presume that have not gotten married?
Sorry, my brain was back on Pikachu. I'm gonna stop talking for a second.
I have a little concern for you tonight, Sarah. Also, we got a ninth person here. Hello and welcome to stream. Feel free to comment and join the cringe.
You poor bastards.
Oh, never mind, they're
Oh,
gone.
they left already. They
Okay.
left the chat and we're like, nope, thank you.
So, I'm gonna jump the speed up a little bit, 1.5. She does kind of talk a little slower.
Oh, yeah.
they need to be married. They don't need to be looking at porn or sleeping around before marriage or during marriage. They need to get married, become one flesh until death do they part. And so, and then it says, let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto her husband. the wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife. Defraud ye not one the other. So that means don't deprive each other sexually.
With the Bible standard right there, that is actually really progressive. Because that sounds really equal right there.
Yeah. Neither one of you fuckers can be trusted to keep in your pants, so might as well just hurry up and get married. Because that's the only way I'm okay with you people having sex. And only a man and a woman. She sounds like she's real fun at parties. She would be the narc that would tell on the person trying to spike the punch.
You kidding?
I bet you.
In the back of her bookshelf, she probably has a hidden shelf that has 50 Shades of Grey.
Nah. She would look at it, she would want it, but she wouldn't actually get it. She'd want to read it and know what it's about, and like catch snippets of people talking about it, but then would immediately like start making fun of it and, you know, shaming it for all she could, while secretly still wanting to learn more. But no, I feel like if she was someone who was in college, which I doubt that she thinks that this is the same person that said men like debt-free virgins without tattoos. So like, don't go off to college and rack up student debt. But if she was someone who went to college, she would be that person that reminded the teacher about homework.
Yeah.
Or, didn't you say we were going to have a quiz today?
But, I mean, the only part I can definitely side with, when you said the debt-free virgins, no tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Virgin doesn't matter. Tattoos doesn't matter. Debt-free is definitely preferable because, debt-free.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's just economical.
Right. It wouldn't necessarily, like...
It's not a make or break.
Right. Is it a nice bonus? Like, yeah, sure, because then once you're together, you're not having to share that debt.
Yeah. Have been to VBS since I was 12 or something. VBS. What does VBS stand for?
Vacation Bible School.
Oh, okay.
I both went to and worked at VBS for quite a while, so I'm quite familiar with VBS.
Fair enough. I was lucky.
I don't, you know, there's some good things that came out of VBS. Like the dirt and worms snack, you know, that's like brownie and
I remember having that shit in school.
I never had it in school, but we had it at Vacation Bible School. Anyway, we're getting way off topic again.
Okay. Our tangents have tangents. You remember this.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm not helping.
And there's only one reason given here that you can step away from sex for a little while. Not a bunch of different reasons, not because you're not in the mood or whatever. Here's the reason. Except it be with consent for a time, that you may give yourselves to fasting and prayer. So if you want to not have sexual intimacy for a few days, you can fast and pray and focus upon the Lord, or something's really big happening in your life, you really feel like as a couple you need to really fast and pray about something, then that's a time to be separate, not have sexual intimacy. But there's a big but here. And come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. Okay, what's incontinency?
Wait. Okay, so that passage still sounds really progressive for what the Bible is.
How?
Because it's not outwardly saying men are superior to women. It's still treating them as, at least the wording sounds like they're still being treated as equal. That is the only bit I can give it credit for.
Yeah, let's okay. I know you're trying to be nice here and give them credit. Well, let's be real here.
Rook pretty much
Considering
summed
the
up that.
context- Yes. That, and also, realistically speaking, during that time period, it was not equal
Oh, hell no.
at all. So that was the one part that may be treating it as equal, but in reality, a woman was quite literally property of either the father or the husband.
No, as a
Marriage
father
was
until a
business
husband.
term. Right.
It's like,
Marriage part was not anything to do with love. It was a business transaction.
yeah. What was it? Deuteronomy, where the girl who was raped. It's one of the Old Testament parts.
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific. There was a lot of rape in the Bible, whether implied or otherwise.
No, the one where they were sold basically to the rapist.
Oh, the daughters.
Yes.
The daughter, where he sold his daughters. So yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I know that was Old Testament. I just don't remember if it's like Deuteronomy.
I don't remember off of the top of my head, honestly.
But like,
it's like if I know it, I can usually look it up and then find the book that way. But
like if the person was caught raping the daughter, they had to pay the father 50 shekels of silver and marry her for life.
Right, because they damaged the property.
Yeah.
Because you break it, you buy it. You damaged his, the breeder that he was going to sell. Now, no one else is going to want to try and continue the family line with that particular breeder. You break it, you buy it. That was the punishment for rape.
I find it funny because YouTube is like trying to like, do you want to show or hide the comments? Like every single comment that has had rape or pedophile in it, I've had to approve all of them.
What?
Considering that you are a moderator.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, oh god. No, this is a different channel. You might not be a moderator.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay. Sarah, go ahead and comment real quick.
Okay.
This is the fastest way to make you a mod.
Hold on.
Because YouTube Studio has fucked up everything and made it.
There you go.
God damn it. Okay, so now any random person, go ahead and type some objectionable word.
Something that will really get you demonetized.
Because, like, I know can't be demonetized if you're never monetized in the first place. Do you see it?
I see it.
Every single one of these I have had to approve.
Okay, I'll help you out. I got this.
That's why I've caught a couple of comments before you did.
I see. Makes sense now.
But still, okay. So let's see what this woman continues saying. So what'd she say? Incontinence?
What?
I think she was mentioning incontinence as a...
Incontinence.
So,
Right, go on.
What's that big word? Okay, what's Satan going to tempt us here? I have Gil's exposition of the Bible, and he's one of my favorite old commentaries to go to. I use him quite a bit in my blog posts. And this is what he says about Satan not tempting us for our incontinence. Let's see, Satan, who knows the temperament and disposition of men and women, he knows that we are, we're fallible. We make really bad decisions at times. We are swayed easily by our lust and our passions. We too easily walk in the flesh. So he said, may tempt them not only to hatred of and quarrels with one another. Just think about that. When you're hating and quarreling with your husband, that's Satan tempting you. It's not from God. God wants there to be peace among us. Hatred and quarreling tear a home down faster than anything else.
Okay,
there's
Mike,
many issues with that.
before we continue though, did you turn on her video again?
No, it's full volume.
Shit.
She is quiet.
God damn. You feel like a deaf old lady. Alright, go on.
Like, I got a little bit extra volume. I can turn it up. I just tweaked it up a little bit.
Okay, muchas gracias. I'll do my best to remember to mute it once we actually start talking and she's paused, all that good stuff. But...
Okay. So, ready?
Yep.
But to impure lusts and desires, to fornication, adultery, and all uncleanness. A very good reason why, though abstinence from the marriage bed for a short time by the consent of both parties for religious purposes may be lawful, yet ought not to be continued, since Satan may hereby get an advantage over them, and draw them into the commission of scandalous enormities. So,
But didn't God make all that is evil?
No. That was Satan's fault.
But didn't God make Satan?
Too much.
What?
Don't think about it too much.
Fighting over the drinking bill of your husband as Satan wants you to fight, so better let him drink, I guess? Oh, jeez.
Damn. That's a... Yep.
It's...
Well, and that is the kind of mentality, too. It's the kind of mentality some churches and not all, but some churches and religious leaders will use to try and keep marriages together that really shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want an example of that, just go to Telltale's video where he's
Jehovah's.
talking about...
Yeah.
Right, where he talks about his story, you know, that he talks about his history with his family and his father who was real abusive, and how the church basically told his mom to stay with his dad, even though he was a disgusting human being. I definitely recommend watching the video unless, you know, it's something that
I was gonna say, do you want to find it here after this video and link it in the chat?
No. We can link it in the chat. I was about to say, just don't show it. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's not
no.
okay.
There's not a lot of commentary. We can even add to that anyways.
No, it wouldn't be okay for us, I think,
No.
to add commentary, even if we could think anything up. I mean, that's just one. But yeah, I'm definitely good with linking it.
But, Storm getting too big brain for this. This is religion. Yep. But no, I still... One of my favorite arguments to use is the free will argument. It's... There's a lot of issues when it comes to the free will thing. When it comes to Christianity in particular. I know Danny heard it earlier this week when we were talking to Nazumi. I don't remember if you heard it, Rook. God damn it. Cast away that demon behind your words. Okay, so... Hey, Rook. I want to ask you a couple of questions. And this... Your answers being... Okay. So, with the God of the Bible, did that God create everything that exists right now? Okay. And is this God also all-knowing? This means they know everything that ever has happened or ever will happen. I was half expecting the Jeopardy theme.
He got sidetracked again, damn it.
I know.
Boop.
Yeah. I was gonna say with only those two criteria established, Rook, that means free will cannot exist.
Ooh, a synthesia version of Dragon Forces Through the Fire and Flames.
What?
I'm looking on the YouTube homepage.
Okay.
Yeah, we're off topic for a second, so I'm
Fair enough. It's when it comes to stuff like that, it's if you know something will happen if you do an action. If you do that action, you were willing that outcome to happen. So, let's.
It's like it's almost as if, to bring in an example, if you work for a certain organization and you know that other people in that organization are molesting children within that organization and you do nothing about it, one might think you're kind of scummy, no matter how good you say you are.
Bishop Thomas Tobin.
Cough.
Sorry, I still had that page up, so that's perfect.
Not that we're naming any names. Just saying.
Yep. It's like my personal stance as an atheist. There is a possibility that there is a God that does exist somewhere out there. But with the qualities attributed to the biblical God, I can be reasonably certain it is not that one, because they logically cannot exist. Because they are self-contradictory with the qualities that are thrust upon them.
So anyway, we made it 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
Yep. Okay.
Video.
So, let's continue.
Alright.
Wrong monitor.
Satan uses, if you're continually, I'm speaking to women here, I know there's women who are being deprived from their husbands, and I'll put a link from a post of a friend of mine who wrote a post about that. But if you're continually depriving your husband of sexual intimacy, and it's not because of sickness or just having a birth of a child or something, but just you just don't want it, you are opening up a wide door for your husband to commit adultery. And if he's going off to work every day, there's a ton of strange women out there. That's what Proverbs calls women who will have no problem.
And there it is. Ooh, there it is.
Yep.
Who fucking called it? Moi, me. Yo.
She is justifying men's adultery, is what it sounds like.
Oh, well, he cheated on you, Becky? Why aren't you...
Well, what'd you do to cause it?
That's fucking true. You gotta get on your knees and do some worship there.
But
It ain't just to pray. Those knees ain't just for praying. You gotta serve the Lord in more ways than one. and one is serving your husband, also on your knees. I'm just saying, maybe instead, if the woman doesn't, want to put out in that situation, the guy can just, I don't know, go jerk off or something. Oh wait, that's not okay though. Because masturbation is bad.
Oh,
Becky
shit.
wasn't enough of a hop.
Okay, so I was trying to bring up a photo to zoom it in. To kind of go with what you were saying, the agnostic. This is kind of the 4 stages. It's like, agnostic and atheist or theist don't have to be separate.
You threw me for a loop there with that jump.
Sorry.
That jump. Sorry, I was very confused. I'm like, what is going on?
But no, it's like I saw Rook saying more of agnostic.
Right.
So like agnostic
Gotcha.
theist believes in a god or gods, but doesn't claim to know with 100% certainty. It's like, I personally feel the agnostic atheist is the default position. It's like there's no way to know, and until one is proven, it doesn't affect your life. So go read Song of Solomon. No, Sarah here has already read that on stream.
Not all of it. There's
Please no.
more. I can educate you all.
Please no.
Why not?
That was just.
If you get to topic jump from this to charts explaining the different forms of atheism and agnosticism and Gnosticism, why can't I read a nice, wholesome book of the Bible?
Oh god.
The porn chapter of the Bible.
Because it's a bad sex novel.
It is hilarious. Mine's fucking funny.
Oh jeez. Okay. So.
No one. Yes. Yeah, go read Song of Solomon.
It's a Christian sex novel.
Can't break out the Playboys. Had to settle for Song of Solomon. For J.O. material.
I mean, didn't we make the comment that Girl Defined probably does?
It's so sad though. Like, imagine your J.O. material being that weak. How do you even J.O.? Drop an F in the chat.
Okay, here we go.
Affairs with married men. They're strange women. So they will go after men, and they will start, caring about those men and listening to those men and doing things that the wives aren't giving them. And they will be tempted and maybe even fall into adultery. I know too many Christian marriages where the husbands have fallen into adultery. And I'm not here to say to put the blame on the wife, because it's their sin only. But when a wife deprives her husband, that's her sin. And I don't know if these wives were depriving their husbands, but when the Bible is very clear, when we're depriving our husbands sexually, there's a good chance that Satan will tempt them to go elsewhere.
I ain't saying it's your fucking fault. But what I'm saying is, it would be less your fucking fault if you just spread them.
Pretty much.
So basically, I ain't saying it's your fault, but I'm saying
It's your fucking
bitch, you
fault.
should have put out. Bitch, you should have put out.
Satan is hormones?
Satan is hormones.
I mean, sometimes it does feel like that, doesn't it?
I can certainly attest to that. Excuse me. Sorry, I felt that on a deep spiritual level. Satan is your sex drive. So Satan is hormones. Oh my goodness. Was YouTube trying to censor that because it said sex
Yes.
in it? Hold on. Someone type sex in the chat, please. Just sex.
Oh, jeez.
Por favor. Pretty please. It didn't do it. So it ain't sex. What was it censoring? Okay, so you have to have multiple sexes. So not one sex is enough. You have to have at least 3 sexes. Unless maybe, can you do 2 sexes? Gay sex isn't enough. What if we do 2 sexes?
It might have been just sex
that enough?
drive.
No, because when they did 3 sexes, it was enough.
Yeah, but it's still held for review with sex drive.
2 sexes is enough.
Okay.
That's as interesting.
that is funny. But okay, so let's see what else she says about victim blaming here.
All right.
I can imagine this out of context.
Someone put that in our quotes section, please.
Someone type sex, please. Chanting sex at Storm is.
Oh my god.
This is a warning to us. It's a warning to men too, because it says we're not to deprive each other. We don't have power over each other's bodies, but I don't teach men. So we're not to deprive our husbands sexually. And to protect him, it's protection of our marriage. It's protection from Satan attacking our marriage and destroying our marriage. So be a wise woman. You know, love your husband. Be affectionate with your husband. Be warm with your husband. Don't quarrel with him. Build him up. Just, love him, women, and obey him. Live in submission to him. Because if you're quarreling, that shows you're not living in submission to him. If you're depriving him sexually, it shows you're not living in submission to him. And you don't want to fool around with that. You don't want to disobey God in these areas, because if Satan is allowed to tempt your husband, draw him away in adultery and tear your marriage apart, it affects generations to come.
And there we go. Why this woman is the complete 180 opposite of the other bitch.
I'm convinced that her husband, assuming that he shares these views, he would be better off with just a sex doll and a maid. Or a sex doll with a Roomba attached.
God damn it. You had to go to the Roomba act.
Yes, I did. I had to. My grandfather cheated, my father cheated, so I'm fated to cheat. I mean, as long as Danny keeps putting out for you, you should be fine, I guess. Hop versus turf. Choose your fighter.
But, just, oh my god. We need to make that a meme and share that for Shu.
That would be hilarious.
And, like, have this woman picture with the other things picture, too.
I'm, like, conflicted. Do we want to do it like a side scroll, not side scroller, but a fighter like Street Fighter?
Absolutely.
Or do we want it like the Smash Brothers intros? Da 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 da.
No, I think just for a single photo, the Street Fighter would work better.
Okay. Versus what?
Unless somebody wants to make 2 separate images.
I would be happy with either one. I would laugh my little butt
Oh,
off.
hell yeah. But yeah, welcome to Stream Wolf.
Smash Brothers.
You know, in a way, Smash Brothers sounds kind of gay.
what you're talking about. Oh my god, Rook, you're a fucking genius.
Should we make special characters?
Oh, I'm on this.
You are definitely better at it than I am, so make 2 special characters and we can get some screenshots of it.
Well, okay, what we need to do though is I need to, at the very least, I can guide you through making one character, and I'll make the other character so that we each have one.
Oh
and
no.
then we have them. We let them fight.
It's Alabama. It's Alabama. Smash Brothers.
You know how in Soul Calibur 2, Selena, one of the alternates for her weapon, like each person had like
Feather Duster?
No, like in Soul Calibur 2, she had an actual broom.
Fuck, she did.
Yeah. That would have been perfect. God, that would have been funny. So hop in a home dress gown like that girl is wearing and holding a Bible. You could do that, actually.
I mean, we could go as stereotypical as we want with this one.
Oh, I got this. I got this.
Okay, but we got like 30 seconds left. Do you want to finish it?
Sure. Tell us to like and subscribe and ring that bell. Crazy church.
I'm stopping as soon as she starts that.
Okay.
Protect your marriage as much as to your ability. If you're not depriving your husband and your husband goes off and has an affair, the entire fault lays upon him. But if you're depriving him and he goes off and has an affair, the fault lies on both of you, because we're warned not to deprive our husbands. So anyway, women, this is my little rebuke to you today. For any of you who are, and there's definitely cases where you can't have sexual intimacy, and hopefully you have a decent husband who understands that. But in all other cases, be very sexually available to your husband. Bye-bye.
No like, subscribe, or anything? I'm shocked.
I'm not shocked.
That is scary,
This
though. I
reeks-
am closing this video out.
This reeks of boomer energy. I wouldn't be surprised if she just straight up doesn't know how this works.
Okay. So, we went from fuck the patriarchy to complete subservience and victim blaming if they're not feeling up for having sex and the husband goes to find sex somewhere else. That shows the husband's an asshole, but fucking hell.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of pathetic. Like, to basically have no real personhood of your own. You basically are exactly what our crazy TERF was criticizing earlier. That is the actual example of someone who is doing everything to be subservient to a man.
Shit.
That is an actual example of a hop.
Okay, so I'm
wearing
trying...
makeup.
There we go. I was trying to do something real quick. And I'm posting one video in videos. Something you might find very funny, Sarah.
Okay.
So I'm
I think this is the other video from it.
4 more hours.
4 more hours till your donut's open. Too bad you can't get the donuts up here.
Listen, boy, I need you to shush. I need you to quit being a punk. You brat.
What's wrong?
You're being a brat and you know it.
Oh, okay.
Those donuts were so good.
Yes, they were.
Mean.
Okay. Computer crash on no. Oh, jeez. Is there another video we're doing? Yeah, there is another video. We're just kind of picking them.
What?
So we just watched this one. I've seen this one where this one is monstrous. If it's the one I'm thinking of, she's justifying marital rape.
Pretty much. Oh, God. Oh.
Your work is at home, women. Oh, should we see this one?
Be a really good way to piss me off.
Well, let's do it.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so I'm going to speed her up to, let's go 1.25. Because she...
Oh, no. No, please don't. It's already hard enough for me to understand her. Like, honestly, speeding up makes it...
No, I was already...
makes it...
The last video, she was at 1.5.
Oh, you're
so
tuning
this
it
is slowing down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because sped up makes it even harder to understand her.
Sorry.
No, it's alright.
Okay. So,
I understand the rationale, trust me.
So, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hi. God's very clear in his word that he wants women to be keepers at home. We're to work quietly in our homes, and this is where our job is. The Proverbs 31 woman was known for looking well to the ways of her household. Sure, she went out to get food and to plant a garden and sell some things to the merchants as they passed by, but her work revolved around her home.
There it is.
Bitch, what the fuck is you on? Oh, hell no. What the fuck is you on? I studied my ass off so I could get a job, so I could, like, support myself. You know, buy my own food, pay for my apartment that I live in, get fun things like video games and the pair of Doc Martens I just bought. It made my first pair ever. I'm so fucking excited, and I'm trying to think of that right now to make up for the anger in my soul. Yeah, she's probably on Ligma. Okay, I feel a little better now. You should be a good hop and just leech off of Storm. I'm gonna keep quiet on that front.
She's gonna be the one who earns more money than I do. Because you already make more than I do.
Like, look, no disrespect to any families where the mom stays at home and takes care of their kids in their house. That's fine if that's what you want to do. If that's what works for you and your family, fantastico. That's how it is with my family. My parents are that way. My mom stays at home. She takes care of my brothers. She took care of me when I was staying at home. And my dad works. You know, he's employed. So, you know, that system was what worked for them. They decided they liked it better, especially considering my dad's schedule was it's crazy now, but it was even worse then. And they wanted it to be so that, they would be able to see each other more, whereas if she was working, it would make it even harder for them to see each other. Plus, that we had just moved to a new area, and they weren't real comfortable with leaving me and my brothers anywhere as far as babysitting goes. That was the system that worked for them, and that's fine. But that don't work for everybody. And me being unmarried at this point in time, and Mike living off of Michigan, I can't, mooch off of him right now, and I don't want to.
It's like, realistically speaking, because of the education that you have, even if you moved up here, yeah, like, I could support you. But you would still absolutely make more money than I do. And, like, that is one thing I know you're happy about is, I don't care that you were more successful than me. But
it is definitely nice that you're not one of those who's, like, super insecure about their masculinity. I feel like her husband would probably be one of those people.
yeah.
Where it's like, if their significant other was making more money than them, they would see it as an affront to their manhood or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty sad. That's some fragile manhood, but okay.
I see what Danny said, but I can't break a stereotype that's already broken. My dad's been Mr. Mom since 05.
And he's freaking awesome.
My dad is the keeper of the house. My dad is the one who cooks the meals. My dad's the one who raised the kids.
Isn't he also the one that made that badass strawberry jam? Which, by the way, was my jam.
They made that with a recipe that my dad found, yes.
With strawberries that he grew?
Yep. My dad has a
because
garden.
Because he's a fucking badass. Your dad is awesome. And your mom is awesome. So, yeah. Different strokes for different folks. If you allow for that, then everyone's lives work more smoothly. If you try to shove a square peg into a round hole, it's just gonna cause a problem. Thank you, Wolf.
Thank you. I mean, the
grill stuff. Yeah.
Hey, cooking is cooking.
Right. No, I agree.
Like,
I definitely don't know how to work a grill, and grill food is delicious.
Like, my dad makes grill things on the grill, yes. But they also have something where they made their own bread. He makes his own ice cream. They made their own flurries.
Now I'm hungry again. Son of a bitch, I still have 4 hours. Heck.
And when I left home, I only took one recipe with me, and that was the recipe for making sloppy joe. And
I still want to have some of the sloppy joes. That sounds good too.
It's like I have made that for several people, and there was a few people that absolutely did not like Manwich, but they happily came back for extra for when I made sloppy joe. Reminds me of a sexy vegan. Wait, what? I'm a...
Not of a sexy vegan, but sexy vegan. The name is familiar, but I can't recall their content at the moment. I've definitely heard the name before.
Baking, cooking, Baking, there isn't much room for error. It's chemistry.
Yeah, that's very true. Baking is not near as forgiving as cooking. Cooking, you can kind of just throw some shit together, and you have a lot higher chance of coming out with something good. I mean, you could still screw it up.
Like when you're making an
baking,
entire...
you gotta get...
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
when you're
you gotta
making
get-
an entire fucking cake, and then you have, okay, I can only put 1 teaspoon of this. If you're over or under, you fucked up.
Yeah. Dude, if we did a video, I'm sorry, I'm looking in the comments. If we did a video on Dr. Phil, I would lose my shit. I'd be so angry. I can't stand Dr. Phil.
Dr. Full. Fuck that shit.
His, I mean, mm, it's just bad. It really is. It's basically just exploiting people who want attention at this point.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
It's like, we'll give you attention if we can just make you look bad. There's no actual therapy involved, no real counseling. It's literally calling people psycho and crazy. Like, no, you don't do that. No, I'm sorry.
So,
Not when you are in that position where you're supposed to be counseling them.
oh, absolutely fucking not. And I
Don't
think
even talk to me about jelly juice.
I think PewDiePie is the only one that has the mindset to properly look at Dr. Phil videos.
That's true. I can watch PewDiePie Dr. Phil videos. That's different. That's a whole nother genre of content. But actual fucking Dr. Phil, no.
But
PewDiePie makes everything better.
sexy vegan. Oh god, why? I'm scared just by the name. I mean, Cringe is kind of all-encompassing.
Right, I'm not saying I wouldn't react to Dr. Phil videos, but I would be a lot angrier. Like, stuff like this irritates me.
Yeah.
It does bother me. But Dr. Phil's stuff, it's just different.
Like, he straight up exploits. And he gives a lot of really bad fucking advice. No matter what, is like the one I remember offhand is, no matter what you do, never ever put your hands on what, and it, like, let's be real. If I was in a relationship where a girl was hitting me, I'm gonna stop her. I'm not gonna sit there and let her fucking strike me. But
right, you gotta do what you gotta do to get out of that situation. I'm not saying you just go straight up beating the crap out of somebody
as like,
if
yeah.
you can help it, but I mean, if you can help it, the best thing is really just to get out of the situation. Just get to where you can run far and fast.
Absolutely.
But if to get out of that situation means you have to basically hit them back, yeah, doesn't matter what gender they are, just do it. If they are a threat to your safety, then yeah.
Yeah, and what it comes down to is, like, you and me. Like, if you hit me a lot, I absolutely know that if I hit back, it's gonna hurt a lot more. Mm-hmm. So that is the biggest reason why I would avoid that, and that's a last resort.
Right.
Like, the first thing I'm gonna resort to is I'm gonna hold you down until it's done.
I'm sorry, what?
Wasn't taking it that way.
I'm sorry.
Too late.
Mm-hmm.
Send the turf to the ranch. Yeah.
To the ranch!
I mean, should fit in with all the animals.
I'm assuming you mean her, not me.
No, Danny is saying send the turf to the ranch.
Oh, yeah.
Should fit in with the animals.
I wonder if she sees shearing sheep as animal abuse.
Like, shearing sheep and milking cows, like, there are some farms that have, like, automated milkers.
Mm-hmm.
And the cows will, like, go up there on their own volition to get milked.
Well, yeah, because it feels more comfortable. That's just, if you don't, that milk doesn't just go away.
Yeah.
So you have to get it out.
Yes. But it's like for some people that say it's animal abuse, like here is like video evidence of the cows coming up on their own volition to go in there.
Right. It doesn't hurt the cows, and it helps them, and that same thing goes for shearing sheep. But I've seen people say like, "Oh, it's awful. It's animal abuse." I'm like, no, it's really not. It actually helps them.
It's like
because
a
if you
dog
don't-
getting matted fur. Like if you let
Yeah.
it sit there, it's just gonna.
Well, and also if they're depending on what the climate's like, they can get to where they're too warm, and they can overheat.
God damn it, Danny.
Oh, it's learned behavior, Storm, just like women cheat. Cow slavery. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow.
Okay, so do you want to get more angry?
Yeah, all right, let's go.
So I'll just let it go. Let me know when to stop because I'm sure you're gonna have a whole lot more to say than I do.
Okay.
And we're commanded in the Bible to be keepers at home, workers at home, guide our home, because the home is the most important place in the world. It's, if you have children, it's raising godly offspring. And so I want to talk about all of these popular female preachers, teachers, and even Christian women who have business, who are very wildly successful and who are making a lot of money and who are not home a lot. Because I see these women on Instagram and stuff with a bunch of little children, and they leave home for book tours or ministry opportunities or whatever, or if they have, it's a career, it's making money doing this or that.
Wait a minute. Did you catch that?
What specific? I heard all of it. What specifically are you referring to?
Is she throwing shade at Girl Defined?
I was kind of wondering that too, actually. And by the way, Rook, I've seen the Russian military Barbie girl theme. I see it, and I raise you a American army, clearly doing like a punishment march, singing "Baby Shark," do, Baby Shark. They go through the whole thing, and it's hilarious. You can hear the pain in their voice.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I got a 36-second video I want to play after this one. Because we're on the topic of military.
Okay.
Okay. But it's like, I'm catching, it's like, it sounded like she was throwing a little bit of shade toward Girl Defined.
Let them fight.
But, so any commentary on that one?
Nah, not yet.
Oh, okay. I'll go probably another 30 seconds, and then I'll find a stopping point there.
Okay.
And their husbands either left home raising the children.
The lag
most
is
of the
so
time,
bad.
Or, grandparents or somebody else.
Shoosh.
And this isn't the way it's supposed to be. That's why most of these popular women preacher teachers can't teach women. You never ever will hear them teach that women are to be keepers at home. They're supposed to be at home. They can't teach it because they're not doing it. That's one reason that I don't want to travel and do women's conferences or book tours or anything like that. Not that I've been asked a lot, but I have been asked to speak different various places and do things like this and have interviews. And it just doesn't really appeal to me. I just want to be a keeper at home. I want to be able to teach women. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I want to be able to teach women to be a keeper at home because this is what God calls us to do.
Okay, so there, she finally stopped talking.
I can't imagine why they wouldn't want her at women's conferences and stuff. It boggles the mind. But no, I mean, to be fair, her thinking is more in line with biblical teaching than Girl Defines is.
Okay, there we go. I finally clicked the option to hide my cursor, so now it...
Oh. It's a ninja now.
But yeah, it's...
Imagine the shade and drama war between the hops.
That would be amazing. Okay, so we have more Soul Calibur characters to make.
Oh my god.
Thank
What's
you for
funny
saying
is-
Soul Calibur, because we can make these characters. We don't have to Photoshop.
Oh, it will be hilarious. No, what I think is funny is I can only imagine how pissed off.
Should we do that in stream today?
We'll see. That takes time. It takes time to make those characters, Mike. I don't half-ass that shit.
Fair enough. Oh
I
no,
have to be,
imagine the
like, careful
Keemstar of
about-
Hops.
Oh my god.
I mean, the
I
other
don't
bitch was a
imagine
Keemstar of Turfs.
No. A Keemstar would be regulating the drama and everything. And then it ramping up
Cop
the
alert.
drama. Hop alert! But no, what I was gonna say is, can you imagine how pissed our turf friend would be at us using hops like this? I mean, because I can see her viewing this as watering down of the term, because that is essentially what we're doing.
Yeah,
We're
pretty
making
much.
light of it now and everything, so.
It's like we're taking
Yeah,
away
what
the
is-
power she's trying to infuse in this word.
Fear of the name becomes fear of the thing itself. So instead, we'll just make fun of that shit.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay, so...
And if I'm not doing that, how can I teach it? And so God values our work at home. He wants us to be at home, and that's where he wants us to be busy. And women will say they get bored at home. Well, people get bored. I was a teacher, and I got bored at teaching. I think any place you can get bored. If you think about it, you just don't think about it. You just find things to occupy yourself. And
You were a teacher.
That's terrifying.
Does that not mean she was a hypocrite?
She's born again, Michael. It doesn't count.
Fair point.
She's no longer a teacher.
Yeah.
She's learned her lesson. But
Oh,
come on, that was funny. Damn it!
God damn it.
Learned her lesson. She was a teacher. Laugh at my puns. Damn it!
God damn it.
Fine, be that way. I think I'm funny. That's all that matters. I amuse myself.
Okay. So here we go.
Ready?
do and just when I get lonely, sometimes I get lonely, and because I'm home a lot alone. Well, my husband's here, but he's up in his office working. But I'll go out and sit in the sun, play with my cats, or garden and everything. But it's a huge benefit to society for women at home. Yesterday, my neighbor called me frantically saying she had to run her husband to the ER, and she was at work. Could I go to the pharmacy and get drugs for him? So I went to the pharmacy and got his drugs from him and brought him back to him. And a lot of people call on me in the neighborhood because they know I'm always home. My kids, when they're sick or anything, can call on me. My dad calls on me because they know I'm home and available to help when needed. And this is the only place I want to be. And so instead of admiring these, famous women, preachers, teachers, or career women who call themselves Christians, who are making a lot of money and really famous and everything, that doesn't matter. When all is said and done, all that's going to burn, all of our money, our wealth, our fame, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the time that we've spent loving our children, our husband, our neighbors, our family, our extended family. And,
So you're advocating that women should not live for themselves, that they should always be at the beck and call of anybody who may call.
Like, that's some top tier submission right there. Yikes. I mean, I've never seen so much of a human personification of a doormat before.
And she sounds oddly proud of it.
Mm-hmm. Like, how dare you have goals, aspirations, things you want to achieve in life, things that you do achieve in life. How dare you try to do things to give back to the world beyond just lending your neighbor a cup of sugar or picking up their medications for them because they know you have no life.
It's like,
And speaking of which, how can you go about talking against those women that are going out and teaching and doing stuff, yada yada yada? You're making YouTube videos, doing the same shit. So what makes you so fucking special? Because you never leave the house except pick up other people's drugs?
and
Is
the
because your career doesn't go anywhere? It's gonna be stuck here forever?
and like women can have both. Like having kids too early, yeah, that can put a massive strain on doing any aspirations that you had. Um my my aunt and uncle, they, despite my father being the younger brother, my father had 4 kids before my uncle and my aunt had their first. Their first was born in '03, I think. And the reason why they waited so long was they my uncle was taking care of the farm, and my aunt was going and doing what she had a passion for. She did like one of the barns on the farm was built to a stadium standard for doing like the barrel races with the horses. Like I don't remember what my aunt won, but I remember hearing that she won some competitions with that.
That's awesome.
And it was after she felt accomplished there where they finally had their 2 children. It's oh. Yeah, oh geez. What's Turf's name again? Uh God damn it, Danny. Okay.
Let them fight.
So I think we can get the last bit of this video done pretty quick. Ready?
Alright. Yep.
That's our eternal rewards. That's what we need to be investing our time is in things like this. So make sure you're investing in eternal rewards, or something I just thought about talking about myself, and I kind of forgot it. I'm hoping it will come back to me, but I never have notes. I just kind of talk off the cuff, as I'm sure all of you can tell. But anyway, instead of envying those women or whatever, or wishing you could do that, don't. Just be really content at home. And oh, I know what I was going to say. It usually comes back to me. Husbands aren't to be the ones watching the children. They're not the ones called to be keepers at home. They're the ones called to be the providers. And then I read about these famous women preachers where the husbands are the managers and at home with the children while their wives are traveling and making money. No, that's not the way it goes. It's not biblical in any way, shape, or form. It's the men that are supposed to be teaching the Bible, the men who are supposed to be the providers. Let's stick to God's rules. they're the best. I know there's exceptions, but the exceptions don't negate the rule. Anyway, talk to you later.
First off, go fuck yourself.
Hmm. Wow. Wow. Listen, bitch. That's ridiculous. The minute that just doesn't work, I can think of multiple examples where it has worked. You already mentioned
My
your
parents.
dad. Yeah, your dad and your mom. My guitar teacher is another example. You know, he taught guitar lessons from his home, and that was what he did. His wife worked at the hospital where I'm from, and he stayed at home with their kids. And that worked out great for them. You can find examples of men who, you know, with couples where the guy stayed home with the kids and the woman went off to go work. Because sometimes it be like that.
Oh, and technically, from what I was describing with my aunt and uncle, wouldn't they also fall under that?
Right. It's like, so this idea that, oh, it's just, it doesn't work that way. Well, it does actually work that way. It absolutely does. So that's, that your statement there has no evidence to back that up.
Catherine the Great of Russia. She was successful in spite of having a stupid husband. Just no one ever be Marie Antoinette. No one ever be that.
Nerd. I'm just kidding. I love you.
If
No, but I mean, just the blatant refusal to acknowledge it, I think, is what baffles me the most. I'm like, you really must not leave your home very much if you can't recognize that relationships like that exist, they function, they do well, and they don't give a fuck about what your little book of fairy tales says. Sorry, not everyone needs to live their life the way you think they should.
you're not sorry.
And for some people, no, I'm not. For many people, it really doesn't work for them, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. So I need to. There's already a reply from.
Oh no, they triggered the turf.
I
What did they
need.
say?
I'm trying to find their.
I need to know the insanity.
Oh my God! What?
Eh?
The name
Nani?
of the fucking video that is the newest one on her channel. How to self-induce miscarriage.
Yeah, I saw that. Do they know? What must say, bitch? I'm a hop and I'm proud. Danny, I really want you to explain to them your situation. I want them to know the full extent of their stupidity. Easily triggered dumb hoe.
Part of me wants to reply, but I don't know what to say.
Are you sure about that? I feel like that would be a good reply. Like, just insert the John Cena meme here.
There we go.
No, if they were to come over to the stream, I would laugh my little ass off.
That would be fucking hilarious. But
Oh
okay,
my
so what's the next video we should go to?
I don't know. The insanity is starting to sink in because I've had Funky Town on a loop in my brain for the past few minutes. I'm not really sure why.
Wait a minute. I will say this much. At least she learned how to do the landscape.
How dare she sully the name of Captain America?
Oh.
How fucking dare. Get that shit off right now.
Okay, so here we go.
Wait, no, go back to the reply. Danny had replied as well.
My rape shoes make me feel so pretty, and I wear my slave paint with pride. And I love how most of these got a heart.
That's so funny. It's almost like she's created an echo chamber.
Sending my support from Peru.
Oh. No, seriously, the insanity has set in.
Looser men are afraid they might can't breed. Whatever y'all Y chromosome saying is funny. What the?
My brain hurts. No, stop, please. No more. What fresh hell is this? I quit tutoring a long time ago. Make it stick.
Okay. Oh Jesus. My head. Okay. So now what?
I want to go over that video and put hoppin' proud.
Do you need
Sorry,
a link?
I'm Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I got this. Don't you even worry.
Let's see what's on Twitter right now. And,
Join me in this movement, everyone. Join Danny and I. Danny has already started the movement.
Okay.
Let us comment hoppin' proud. Whether you be hop or not. Hop and
What the
proud.
The fuck is what?
There. I did it. I heckin' did it, yeah. What?
That's angering.
Excuse me? No, you may not. If a woman's breastfeeding in public, she's trying to feed her child, not please you sexually. Creep.
Okay, let's see what this link goes to. Church and state. Oh my. Really? If only can be described most astonishingly ignorant, stunningly misogynistic comments from politicians' mouth yet. Oh god, is somebody elected?
Is it in Bama?
Let's see. I'll see. Men and women in New Hampshire.
Ew, really? Poor New Hampshire.
State Representative Josh Moore and others are attempting to pass a bill that would make it illegal for women only, of course. According to the bill, a woman could be charged with a misdemeanor if she purposely exposes the areola of nipple of her breast in a public place and in the presence of another person with reckless disregard for whether a reasonable person could be offended or alarmed by such an act. You prude little bitch.
Someone needs to get the fuck over it. Someone liked my comment, hoppin' proud.
But, okay. Though the bill essentially makes exceptions for breastfeeding, Moore does not. Rightly criticized the absurdly backwards bill on Facebook. Politician chosen to author policy responded with a post of his own. Who doesn't support a mother's right to feed? Don't give me liberal talking points, Amanda. If it is a woman's natural inclination to pull her nipple out in public, you support that, then you should have no problem with the man's inclination to stare at it and grab it after all. It's all relative and natural.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. That is missing the point entirely. What you're doing is creepy and sexual
You are
and without the consent of the woman. What she is doing is trying to take care of her infant child.
That is equating feeding a child with sexual objectification. Two big old middle fingers for you.
Jesus.
Before you ask, the answer is no. Their spell check apps apparently quit in disgust. These elected politicians' accounts had not been hacked. Amanda, no disrespect, but your nipple would be the last one I want to see. You want to turn your family's beaches into a pervert libertarian. I want... my head is gonna quit. I'm done reading that.
By the way, I like how the video that we're commenting on has 445 dislikes and 118 likes. Bit of a discrepancy.
Just a bit.
Just a teensy weensy bit.
Okay, so...
I don't know why I started doing my salad fingers impression there.
Oh no, oh no. I know this page. Oh no. I don't think I feel I don't need to say anything.
No, let's not spend any time here. Let's get off of this page right now.
I'm gonna do one favor though. Okay.
You've probably learned a lot about the Bible lands through this film.
Yeah, no. Where is...
What are you trying to do?
reporting it.
Okay.
I feel that
Send the
it's
calling card.
hateful or oh, nope, that one. Promotes hatred or violence. But it's... okay, so technically this would be false flagging because I don't know. So let's find one that's not a false flag. Oh, what the fuck?
Let me tell you something.
This one is absolutely not a false flag. Okay. I feel better.
Okay. Ooh, the Church of Satan.
Oh, geez. Reminder that Satanists should decide for themselves if they support or attend LGBTQ events held in June as a carnal religion. Satanism embraces all forms of consensual adult sexual activity and gender identity, but keep kids away from Catholics just to be safe.
Agreed.
I like that.
The Church of Satan is fantastic.
Who liked my rape shoe comment?
That was me!
Okay, so... nobody. The atheist community, when a hateful group labels Dear Mr. Atheist the biggest fruit.
I am not tough. I am Melon Lord.
Perfect. Fucking beautiful.
I love it. I fucking love it.
Oh my gosh. Gotta love a good Avatar reference.
But no, send the calling card. So, I have not already seen the video, but the Make America Straight Again thing, that whole movement they're doing to do a very quick summary. June is Pride Month. They're doing the Make America Straight Again event. They want to hold it down near the Pulse nightclub, I think is what it was. The one where the shooting happened some years back.
Mm.
They want to do it during Pride Month. And some of the pastors or whatever they had in their videos openly advocated for hating, like, okay, some of the words that they used, as Mr. Atheist put it, we hate what God hates, and God hates homos. So therefore, they hate homosexuals. One of the other pastors openly advocated capital punishment for homosexuality. It is absolutely not. So that is why, as soon as I saw that title, is why I automatically reported that channel. But yes, I will happily play that again.
I am not tough. I am Melon Lord.
Okay.
She's a gem.
Toph is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she straight up is an amazingly strong female character, and one I would happily have, like, if we have a daughter, I would happily have them, like, watch the original Avatar, because Toph would be an amazing strong role model.
Mm-hmm. 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 Why does my earbud keep falling out of my ear?
There's an extra spot.
There we go.
Okay, so... Oh, jeez. Pumpkins. This is not... Yeah, I agree with Vice Rhino. This is Nightmare Fuel. What the fuck is that pumpkin?
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange?
Yeah, I really know. I really know.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
I'm not even watching that anymore. I'm like, nope, mm-mm. I noped out of that. Nope.
Okay, so... Andrew's clearly an authority in politeness and cordial conduct. Yeah. I do remember... Yeah, I think I clicked on that earlier. $21 million paid to abuse victims as Diocese of Providence and testimony. Oh, wonderful. Nathan Fillion is a gem.
Mm-hmm. Yes, correct. That is why I chose to follow him.
Shannon.
Yes. Our queen.
God damn it.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Okay.
She knows the way.
So,
What?
this is one comment I've done on Twitter. So, this person, I'm very much not fond of.
Can't imagine why.
And they highlighted this comment with a screenshot. Anyone... Alright, who's lying about you and where can I break their knees? Because you deserve far better than baseless lies. So, what do you get out of that comment? Yeah, I suppose Brooke would probably be right on that one. White Knight?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what this fucker got out of it. She fucking favorited that comment. I knew she was bad. But to favor a threat of violence against a trans person for sticking up for their human rights.
Boy.
They took it as a direct threat to themselves.
Wee.
And as I put here, is like, how about stop wearing trans like it is a shield? When crap started flying, I knew nothing about you. But now all I know about you is you're quite shameless to hold up a shield to try to deflect any critical feedback you rightly deserved. So. Planned Parenthood does vasectomies too. Apparently.
You saw that picture? The full picture is great. Fabu, darling.
Okay, so I don't, I'm not sure what else to do tonight. The videos that we've been doing is actually quite short.
All I know is I'm starting to get a little sleepy, and that's no bueno. Because I still have 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you want to just try watching something after the stream? Oh God!
Sure.
Why? What is sexy vegan?
Damn it, I'm afraid.
And let's see if she's responded to or what she's done. Hop and Proud. I like both of those.
You should add your comment. Put Hop and Proud.
But I'm not a hop.
But I am, and it's our channel.
Fair point.
Boom.
There you go.
Yay! Wolf, according to this crazy-ass turf, a hop is a handmaiden of the patriarchy, which is to say, a woman who enjoys wearing makeup, or shaving, or doing
Anything
their hair.
that, yeah. Anything stereotypically to make you feel prettier is apparently going against femininity. That word.
You gotta be a natural femininity. I'm sorry, I love you.
Just
But no, she wants you to be a hairy-ass leg beard who keeps their hair in ultimate greasiness or shaves it off, because that's apparently the one thing you can shave, and it doesn't make you less of a woman, but whatever.
Yeah, Wolf, that's why we started with her and then we went to the transformed wife. Because they are... Like, the transformed wife is the ultimate show of submission.
Mm-hmm.
Like, absolutely submit to your husband. And then that other bitch... Fuck the patriarchy, fuck men, fuck women who shave. And it's like... Like, there are two radical ends of the spectrum.
It's his insanity.
The transformed wife is one of the people that basically advocated for submitting to your husband to the point of allowing marital rape.
Which she basically doesn't seem to believe there is.
To take, was it Steven Anderson? His words for it was effectively, when my wife said I do, she consented for life.
Except he tried not to phrase it that way, because even he knew that sounded bad. So he said it whenever I said I do, I consented. And so did she. That's what makes it all so much worse. It's like, you know how awful and disgusting it sounds, so you're trying to make it sound like... I mean, we also have to do this. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I had a video I wanted to show too.
Oh no.
We were talking about military, so here you go.
Oh heck. Doing me a frighten.
No context. Here we go.
Bunch of evil bastards. Holy shit, that's what I said. Oh, I hate myself. I'm done. I'm real tired.
Gotta love Canadians.
Jesus.
So is that a happier note?
That was funny. Jeez. Poor guy probably peed himself a little. Jeez. Can't say I'd blame him either.
But Russians singing the Barbie song.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's so fucking great.
Wait, Danny, did you miss the video? I will happily replay this.
I'm telling you, the one of the American soldiers singing Baby Shark is also funny, but because of the audible pain that you hear in their voices, it's so great.
Okay, so here we go. There you go, Danny. That better? That poor bastard. So, okay, there are so many funny military ones, though. Like, there was, I think one of my favorite old military videos was a couple of soldiers. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can... Two tough soldiers versus one
and
spider.
This is way more entertaining than fucking eating right now.
You find it?
He's on his bed with his...
Are you serious? I just saw Shadow Gunner.
He's on the bed with his...
For context, there is a camel spider in their room. Sarah,
Uh-huh.
you're drifting.
No.
You're drifting.
No.
Yeah.
Power nap.
But yeah, it's like, listen to this.
You're a line set.
Sarge threw a fucking camel spider in that shoe.
Where's he at?
This fucks up everything. How am I supposed to sleep?
Lightly.
No, do it.
Solve this shit real fucking quick.
Which way did he cross the wall? He's like,
Where's the net?
But yeah, it's like these guys are just. It's hilarious because they're like moving everything, looking everywhere.
you have the board tomorrow? Oh, God. Watch it. Oh, it's right here.
Okay, so this is one spot where they finally see it.
This is what scared them.
Fucking look. Oh no.
You'll find it.
Dude, it's probably.
I bet you. Bored tomorrow. I got this shit to be worried about.
You have the board tomorrow? Oh, God.
Ow! Fuck!
Here we go.
Watch it. Oh, no! It's under the bed. No, it's right here. It's under Perry's bed. Perry's bed.
All right, motherfucker. Bust down in this bitch.
But yeah, it's like videos like this are like endlessly amusing to me. Like this one is, I guarantee this is not the original uploader. Oh, I mean, it's old, 2014. Impossible. But even still. So I think with Scatr falling asleep and drawing a blank, I should probably call it a night. Then I'll go ahead and try to keep Scatr awake so she can get her donuts.
I don't know what all you heard, but I heard that last part.
There we go. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna go to the stream starting because I have the Facebook link on there. So if anybody who is watching wants to go to Facebook or Twitter or whatever with us, feel free. But regardless, in the meantime, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for having fun with us during this weird random night. So, do you want to end it out, sir?
Thank you all for coming. I'm very tired all of a sudden. It's been fun. We are hops and proud. Have a great night. And debut.
Bye, everybody.